Hi, this is Mono Fisher. In this presentation, I'll be discussing the withdrawal of Pholcodine, the cough suppressant, from the South African market. Now let's start with what Pholcodine is. Pholcodine is an opioid-type cough suppressant. It's used to treat dry coughs, also known as non-productive coughs. And examples of products that contained Pholcodine are Doxed, as well as the Pholtex range of cough syrups like Pholtex Plus, Pholtex Forte, and Pholtex Junior. These, among other cough syrups, contained Pholcodine and have since been withdrawn from the South African market. Now, the withdrawal from the South African market occurred in this very year, in April of this year, in 2023. The South African Health Products Regulatory Authority released a declaration that all Pholcodine products will be then withdrawn from the market. They mentioned that they were working with the manufacturers of these products to get them off the shelves, at least off the, not the store shelves, but specifically the pharmacies, out of the pharmacies, so that they couldn't be sold anymore. The reason was a high risk of a potentially fatal anaphylactic shock that could occur in patients undergoing surgery induced by neuromuscular blocking agents. These agents are commonly used in surgical procedures to prevent movement of patients during surgery. Now, naturally, we would ask, why is the evidence for this allergic reaction? Surely we would have discovered this years ago, because this anaphylaxis would be seen, and it's a commonly sold over-the-counter medication, and now suddenly the product has been withdrawn. And now why? Now, the research is epidemiological, meaning it compared large groups. It didn't look at a specifically measured amount of cough syrup causing this anaphylaxis. It looked at specifically studies compared countries where the products were sold and weren't sold, and the occurrence of this neuromuscular blocking agent induced anaphylaxis. And examples of countries that were compared are Australia and the USA, where Australia had Pholcodine containing products on the market, and in the USA these products are not on the market. Pholcodine in the US is totally a prohibited substance. Under the FDA schedules, it's a Schedule 1 substance, so totally prohibited and being of no medicinal value. And the occurrence of these anaphylactic incidents was significantly higher in Australia, very commonly found compared to USA, where it was almost non-existent. Same thing in the case of Norway and Sweden, where in Norway, where the products were not on the market, and in Sweden, where they were, Sweden had a higher occurrence of this NMBA-induced anaphylaxis. Interesting case for Norway and Sweden as well, because they are countries with very similar socioeconomic circumstances, similar populations. They share a border with each other, these countries, and still the occurrence of neuromuscular blocking agent induced anaphylaxis was seen in Sweden, and it was found that patients who had been taking Pholcodine even months prior to having a neuromuscular blocking agent administered to them for a surgical procedure, the anaphylaxis was had occurred, at least. It was seen. And so the risks outweigh the benefits of using Pholcodine, according to many of the regulatory authorities around the world, who have since withdrawn Pholcodine from their respective markets. Now, the big question now would be, if you are in South Africa and you a year or two ago had some cough syrup prescribed to you and you didn't maybe use it, and you still have a bottle of it at home, what are you to do with it? And my only recommendation could be to discard it and not use it. You can go to your local pharmacy and they will gladly discard it for you. But I cannot, as a pharmacist, recommend that you still take it, because you don't know whether you, maybe a few months from now, you'll have to go in for a procedure where a neuromuscular blocking agent will be administered to you. Furthermore, and a very important point, if you know that you are going for a surgical procedure soon, you'll be going under the knife for whatever reason, you'll be going under anesthesia, it would be very important to inform your doctor whether you've taken Pholcodine in the past, even if it's months ago. Inform your doctor about this so that the right decisions can be made regarding the risks associated with Pholcodine and the administration of neuromuscular blocking agents. And here are my resources. There are 2 studies listed here, as well as the declaration by the South African Health Products Regulatory Authority. Thank you for watching this presentation.